Hello guys, I'm Anish Phule. I'm a graduate student from IIT Palakkad and I majored in electrical engineering with specializations and interest in RF, microwave, signal processing and wireless communication. The project that you're about to see is the electrocardiogram or EOC based virtual keyboard for patients affected by motor neurons disease. The project was part of a course at IIT Palakkad EE 4501, that is Biomedical Instrumentation and Signal Processing, under Dr. Vinod Prasad. The people with the motor neurons disease are severely affected by not being able to move any part of their body. Even people with paralysis or the people who have a stroke cannot move any part of their body. The person cannot even speak, thus leaving only the movement of eyes possible. The aim is to help such people and make some form of communication available for them. If we take a look at our eyes, no pun intended, the only proper movements that we can see are up, down and left, right. Another additional one is blinking of our eyes. You might ask, why not count the diagonal movements? The reason for this is that during a diagonal movement of the eye, there are a lot of micro movements that are involved. Thus, every time we try to move our eyes diagonally, there is a greater chance of error involved. To take advantage of this, we use a technique called electrooculography. In this technique, we measure the corneal retinal standing potential between the front and back of the eye. The resulting signal is called an EOC. For our experiment, we place an electrode at the top and bottom of our eye to measure the vertical signal. We place another signal horizontally to measure the horizontal signal. We place one more electrode as a ground, which is usually placed behind the eye. Thus now we can measure the signal due to the movements. The signatures for moving up and moving down are opposites due to the movement towards the specific electrode. Same is the case for right and left, where we can see opposite responses. A unique response is seen for blinking. These responses can now be processed further for usage. The signal that we get from the electrodes needs to be first processed because it can be quite noisy and the amplitude is quite nice. Hence, the signal needs to be cleaned first and amplified further. We use an amplifier to amplify our signal, then two low pass filters of 30 Hz and one high pass filter of 0.1 Hz. After this, we use a level shifter to shift the level of our signal. The signal is then digitized by the ADC on the Arduino and then fed to MATLAB, where it is analyzed in real time. The GUI was designed in MATLAB, where the entire keyboard was divided into 3 blocks of 4x4. The first block contained the most used letters, the second block contained lesser used letters, and third block the least used letters and numbers. Each block also had a space, a clear, and 2 keys to go to a different block. Movement of the eye will change the tile and blinking will select it. Here is a demonstration of the same.
So here we can see the keyboard with the tiles and letters and numbers and space, clear and change options. I have been attached to multiple electrodes to get the signals from the same. Now you can see here by moving my eyes to the left, right, up and down, we can choose the letter that we want and then blinking will select it. We can also use the clear option to clear if any mistakes are made. The clip further has been sped up.
Of course, the calibration will have to be different for different people, with a few tweaks for best performance. Further innovations in the same can help make communications much more easier and available for the patients who have such diseases. This is a field that can be explored much further and can facilitate to give a new life to such patients. This was Anish Phule with the EOC based virtual keyboard. Thank you for watching.